Do not scroll away from this message. Because what you are about to hear is not random. This is not coincidence. And this is not just another video that somehow appeared on your screen. You were led here. Out of millions of videos, millions of voices, millions of distractions, somehow your eyes landed here. And something inside you told you to stay. That feeling is not accidental. Because Archangel Michael has a message for you tonight. A message about someone very close to your heart. Someone who has been hiding emotions deeper than you realize. Chosen one. Someone has fallen in love with you. And before your mind starts racing toward names and assumptions, listen carefully. This is not shallow attraction. This is not temporary fascination. This is not someone simply liking your appearance or enjoying your attention. This person feels spiritually connected to you. And the reason this connection feels so intense is because your soul touched theirs long before words ever did. You may not even realize the effect you have on people. But your energy changes rooms. Your presence stays in people's minds. And the love you give carries a depth most people are not used to experiencing. Chosen one. This person did not plan to fall for you. In fact, they tried not to. They tried to ignore the feelings. They tried distracting themselves. They tried convincing themselves it was nothing serious. But every time they pulled away, something inside them kept pulling them back toward you. And now they cannot escape it anymore. Archangel Michael says this person thinks about you constantly. More than you know. Late at night when everything becomes quiet. During random moments in the day. While listening to songs that suddenly remind them of you. While replaying old conversations in their mind. Chosen one, you live in their thoughts without even trying. And the strange part is, they do not fully understand why they feel this deeply. Because you entered their life differently than anyone else ever has. Most connections today are temporary. Surface level. Emotion without meaning. But you touch something deeper inside them. Something emotional. Something spiritual. Something they cannot explain logically. And honestly, it terrifies them. Because real feelings scare people who have spent their whole lives protecting their heart. This person has been hurt before. Disappointed before. Abandoned before. So when they started feeling something real toward you, fear immediately followed. Fear of rejection. Fear of vulnerability. Fear that you may never feel the same way. Fear of ruining the connection you already share. So instead of confessing their emotions, they hide them. They act normal. They pretend everything is casual. They hold themselves back every time they almost say too much. But emotions this strong cannot stay hidden forever. Chosen one, have you noticed strange energy lately? Random thoughts about someone appearing out of nowhere? Sudden emotional heaviness at night? Dreams that felt unusually real? Feeling connected to someone without understanding why? That is not always imagination. Sometimes spiritual connections create invisible emotional signals. And this person has been sending emotional energy toward you constantly, whether consciously or unconsciously. Archangel Michael says there is a reason you keep thinking about them. Your spirit feels what your mind has not fully accepted yet. Chosen one. This person watches you more carefully than you realize. Not in an unhealthy way. Not obsessively. But attentively. They notice your mood changes. They notice when your energy feels low. They notice when your smile looks forced. They notice the sadness you try to hide from everyone else. And every time you hurt, something inside them hurts too. Because when love becomes real, another person's pain begins to affect you deeply. This person wants to protect you, comfort you, understand you, but they are unsure if they should step closer or continue hiding their emotions. Chosen one, this connection has reached a dangerous point for them emotionally, because pretending not to care is exhausting them. Every conversation feels deeper than they admit. Every interaction stays in their mind for hours afterward. And every moment of distance between you feels heavier than it should. Archangel Michael says this person has cried over you privately. Not because of toxicity. Not because of manipulation. But because they feel overwhelmed by emotions they cannot fully express. And the hardest part? They are terrified you may never know. Chosen one, this message is not here to push you into fantasy. Do not become consumed by obsession after hearing this. Do not start chasing signs desperately. Because genuine spiritual connections unfold naturally. God does not build real love through chaos and confusion. Real love brings peace, clarity, safety, alignment. Still, the heaven wanted you to know something tonight. You are deeply loved by someone who has been silently carrying feelings for longer than you realize. And this person is approaching a breaking point emotionally. The silence cannot continue forever. Eventually emotions become too heavy to hide. Eventually the truth slips through actions. Through energy. Through care. Through attention. Chosen one, pay attention now. Watch who suddenly becomes more protective of you. Watch who checks on you unexpectedly. Watch who remembers tiny details nobody else notices. Watch who becomes affected when you pull away emotionally. Because love reveals itself through consistency long before confession. Archangel Michael says this person admires more than your appearance. They admire your spirit, your kindness, your resilience, your emotional depth, the way you survive pain without becoming cruel, the way you continue loving even after disappointment. That softness inside you changed something inside them. Chosen one, you have spent so much time feeling misunderstood. You have questioned your worth because of rejection, abandonment, and heartbreak. You started believing maybe people only loved temporary versions of you. But this person sees the real you. Not the mask. Not the performance. Not the version you show the world. The real you. And somehow, they fell in love with that person completely. Archangel Michael says there is also unfinished healing connected to this relationship. Because both of you carry emotional wounds. You both know what disappointment feels like. You both know what emotional loneliness feels like. You both know what it feels like to give your heart to the wrong people. And maybe that is why this connection feels so intense. Because wounded souls often recognize each other instantly. Chosen one, this person prays for you more than you know. Even if they never say it openly. They worry about your future, your peace, your emotional well-being. Sometimes they look at you and silently wonder if you truly understand how valuable you are. Because they see greatness inside you that you still struggle to see in yourself. Archangel Michael says this person feels protective over your spirit. They do not want to see you hurt anymore. And every time someone disappoints you, it affects them emotionally too. Chosen one, this connection was not built only on attraction. It was built on emotional recognition. Their soul recognized yours. That is why they cannot fully walk away emotionally, even when they try. But listen carefully now. Not every deep connection automatically means forever. And that is why wisdom matters. Do not force outcomes. Do not pressure timelines. Do not allow emotions to blind your discernment. Because even spiritually significant connections still require maturity, communication, honesty, and alignment. Archangel Michael says what is meant for you will not require manipulation to survive. Real love flows naturally. And if this person is truly aligned with your path, the connection will strengthen with clarity over time. Chosen one, your heart has been through enough confusion already. That is why heaven is asking you to remain grounded. Yes, someone loves you deeply. But this season is also testing your ability to recognize healthy love instead of emotionally addictive love. There is a difference. Healthy love feels safe. Addictive love feels chaotic. Healthy love heals. Addictive love drains. Healthy love respects your peace. Addictive love constantly destabilizes your emotions. And Archangel Michael says you deserve the kind of love that protects your spirit, not destroys it. Chosen one, something is changing now. This person's feelings are becoming impossible to suppress. You may notice increased attention from them soon. More emotional openness. More vulnerability. More signs they care than before. Because hearts can only stay silent for so long. Eventually truth rises to the surface. And when it does, everything between you could shift permanently. But whether this becomes romance, partnership, or simply a spiritual lesson, remember this. You are worthy of real love. Not temporary affection. Not emotional games. Not inconsistency. The kind that stays. The kind that listens. The kind that protects your heart instead of confusing it. Archangel Michael says stop believing you are difficult to love. You are not hard to love. You have simply encountered people who lacked the emotional depth to understand you properly. But this person sees you differently. They see light in you, peace in you, comfort in you, strength in you. And even if they never fully explain it, your existence changed them emotionally. Chosen one. After this message ends, do not panic. Do not obsess. Do not chase. Simply remain aware. Because sometimes the people who love us most deeply are the ones suffering silently beside us, waiting for the right moment to finally speak their heart.